Hi, I'm Tanja. Welcome to JDMIS. It's the School of Jewelry at MDIS. We're going to take a quick tour. Come and see what we have here. There's some beautiful things to see. We'll start by entering into the Creative Jewellery Studio. So here we have a shop dedicated to our graduates. They can bring their pieces here and they can exhibit and sell their pieces. It's quite busy now, so we'll take you first for a tour around the school. Follow me.
You see the settings.
So as we move from the shop, we're going to move into the designer's lounge. And from this designer's lounge, we are going to find at least 5 different classrooms. So let's go into the first classroom, which is the fashion jewelry design. And in the fashion jewelry design classroom, we have Chloe, who is the instructor for fashion jewelry design. And you can see from the pictures on the wall and from all the samples that are hanging, the many different techniques that we can do using this particular product. It's a great classroom, there's lots of space, and people can do so many things in this particular class. This is a great one to start with because you can get into business, like Chloe is in business and she's selling her pieces and making lots of beautiful creations. So let's move on to this room here. And in this room we have Helios, and Helios is doing some practicing of his new metals. So this is the new metals room. We have a great big space here. He's working hard on sanding his project. And in this classroom, we work with the new technology, and we also have lots of very interesting templates that we can use to create unique designs. And over here, we also have wonderful texture plates, all different types of texture plates to use. And not a lot of tools, but you don't need a lot of tools to work with the new metals. This powder metallurgy is a fantastic new way to create your artistic designs. The next room is called the citrine room. Each room is the name of a gem. So we've just seen the amber room and the sapphire room. Over here, we have the citrine room. And I love this room because it's so bright. And we have many, many different examples of designs. We've got the drawings, which we do in top, side, and end view. We have renderings, which are all done by hand. We have inspirational designs around the place, and we have Kevin, who generally is doing the classes in the hand drawing, the traditional hand drawing. So now we go into the CAD room. And the CAD room here is also a great room to work from. So when you look at the designs on the walls here, you can actually see what kind of types of jewelry we can make with CAD. The program is fantastic. We have a Matrix 9, and it's a very, very good software by Gem Visions. It's based on Rhino, and you can see some of the most magnificent designs here and there, what the people have been able to produce. Also, you can see here CAM, which is the wax, which is produced by the computer-aided manufacturing. we'll show you the machine that makes this kind of design in a minute. And if we stand back a little bit, we'll see our gem vault. And this is the gem vault door. So we're gonna come on into the gem vault. Now this is a lovely room. It's very spacious. We can get many people learning about the gem and jewelry trade secrets, and we can also do epic and contemporary trends in this room. We have 1,500, in fact more than 1,500 different specimens for people to look at and to understand and to see clearly. Every one of these gets put onto the tables for our participants to practice and pick up and loop and understand how to look at and how to work with gems. There's everything in these cabinets, from natural materials to natural materials that have been treated, to synthetics, to assembled gems, and even imitations. You name it, we have practically every type that is in here. And going down, you'll see there's so many colors. So we have diamonds, we have pearls, we have organics, we have jade and jade imitations. It is a limitless supply of all kinds of things that you are most likely to see in the market today. And that's why it's so important that people get to actually handle them to understand better what the different types are. Over in that section right there, we do gem identification. And we have microscopes and we have gemological equipment. We've got refractometers, polariscopes, dichroscopes. We've got many different tools, diamond testers, specific gravity liquid, and we can do actual testing of gems. So let's go and check out another couple of rooms that we have. Over here in this area, people can come and practice their CAD skills. We have extra computers for them. And this is a wonderful area in the center, the lounge, for the students to relax and to come together and to do exciting projects together. So we're going to go out this side. And you'll see our beautiful pond. So we have a lovely quiet area out here. And if we continue looking forward, we will see two outdoor workshops. These outdoor workshops let's go into this one first. This is called the Emerald Room. Each room after the name of the gem. So if you come on in, you will see here that we have lots of workbenches, and these are the type of jewelry benches that people will be able to work at when they come to JDMIS. Each bench is brand new, and when you open up the little bench, inside you will see so many different types of equipment, and you'll see that each drawer actually is filled with lots and lots of things for the students to use. Not just to use, but these are the tools that the students keep. They get to take them home. Plus they get to keep the bench. Plus they get the flex shaft, which is this tool here, which is the rotary tool, which allows them to do drilling and polishing and other interesting things with their pieces. So then let's go across to the other room. The last room is the ruby room. And as we go into the ruby room, this one here is a workshop, and it's very useful for people who have already done training with us to come and make use of the space. So these benches that you see in the center is like a maker's space. It's an area where students can come and they can practice what they have learned how to do, and they can do it in an environment where they have all the tools and the equipment that they need. We also have lots of other tools for them to make use of. We also have a 3D printing machine. This is a SolidScape. It produces waxes. And when they make their CAD designs, then we can send their designs through to here, and you can see how the waxes come out. Now these look pretty ugly, and they look ugly because it's a mixture of two different waxes. One wax is a lower temperature, it melts, and the other wax is the blue wax, which doesn't melt so readily. So what we get is we get interesting designs like this, which once the pink wax has dissolved and has gone, it looks a little bit like this. So you see the detail in these pieces quite nicely. So these are wax benches, and they're only used for wax. We can build up the trees to prepare them for casting, or we can do wax carving of pieces here. If we want to polish, we do the polishing in this section right here, as we have a polishing area. We can also do polishing and even some lapidary on this particular tool. We have a plating area, and we have a most fantastic casting equipment, set of casting equipment, and we were very lucky to have been given this to use by UCT. So we thank UCT greatly for the opportunity to make use of this fantastic equipment. We have the trees, that once the trees are ready, what we do is we put onto it the flask, and after the flask is there, we fill it with an investment. This is the investment machine that produces the investment. When the investment is dry, we have something like this, which encases the wax inside. Then we might put this into the oven, and after 12 hours of heat, then all the wax melts out, and it leaves us with the impression of the wax inside. So at this point, we can come over here to our casting machine, and we can put the metal inside. This casting machine will even it'll even cast platinum. And so when the metal is put in here, we close this down, and when everything is at the right temperature, we just pull it, and then all the molten metal flows into the void or the space. So how do we get our metal piece out from here? This goes into a bucket of water, this dissolves, and we end up with our finished cast piece. So that's how the casting goes. We've got a hydraulic press here. This is wonderful for mass production of shapes. We can make bangle bracelets. There's a lot of different things we can do with the hydraulic press. And then over here we also have a high temperature melting station, and we can even melt platinum in this area, and we can mix metals, we can reuse metals that we've been using. We can also do cuttlefish casting. This is a cuttlefish bone, and when we cut the cuttlefish and we press something inside, you can see there's a design here. We can even carve into the piece. Then when we put the two parts together, we make a hole running down, and we can pour in the molten metal, and amazingly the cuttlefish takes 1000 degrees centigrade. So this is one of the oldest methods of casting, so we can have from the old traditional ways to the new technology, which is absolutely fantastic. And not only that, we have an electric rolling wheel, so once we've made our pieces with the high temperature, mixed our metals, we can roll it through, we can make our own sheet, we can make our own wires. So, now let's go back into the shop and see if it's quieted down a little and take a look at some of the designer pieces. Our graduates have done some amazing work. So when you look at some of the pieces here, you will actually see some incredible things. Let's go around to the front and we can also see it from the other side. So let us start from one end and we'll come all the way around to the other. So just start here. We have Yazuyo, who specializes in pearls, and she also has some beautiful black jade, and she has created some very lovely pieces. She works with pearls, with Akoya pearls and with South Sea pearls. Here we have Mahin's work, and Mahin is our resident artist. She's our resident glass artist. And so here you'll see beautiful pieces made with glass, and especially the ones at the back here. These are also made with glass. And now we have Kajal, and Kajal is from Nepal, and she has made some very special pieces which are typical of her native home, Nepal. She's used beautiful materials, she's worked with high carat gold, and she has done designs very typical of the flowers of Nepal. We have Prem. Prem is a doctor who has created some beautiful pieces in the fashion jewelry line. Lovely colors, beautiful mixes and combinations. And underneath we have Kevin. Kevin and he has done some very amazing pieces here. One of the most amazing pieces he has produced is a fantastic dragonfly. At the moment the dragonfly is being shown to somebody, but you can see other pieces here that he has created that are equally beautiful. And underneath we have Chrysaline's work. Now Chrysaline works with the new technologies in metal. So the new metals are the powder metallurgy. And you can see how creative her designs are. In fact, she enters a lot of competitions, and I'm looking forward to seeing her winning some of these competitions. Doreen Tan is doing crochet, and her crochet work is extraordinary. Very fine. If you look at the small rings and the brooches, they're so delicately made. In fact, Doreen has won several design competitions. And above we have Carolina, and Carolina Balcamo. She is making very spectacular pieces, a little bit like George Jensen's style. So she's coming from Scandinavia, and her pieces are very much with gems. She loves gems, and she travels to Burma and buys a lot of her pieces, gem pieces in Burma. We have Sophie Howe, who has a combination of different styles here, and Sophie's pieces are quite delicate. She's done fashion jewelry, and she's also been doing some metal smithing and some pieces of craft. And Rob Schilling, who is also concentrating on fashion jewelry and has done a beautiful combination using very lovely materials. So over here, some of our graduates like to do pieces that are more commercial. These are all engagement rings. Beautiful engagement rings. They're made with synthetic cubic zirconia, so they're very, very affordable. And our instructor, Wahab, has done an amazing job with his pieces, with the new metals. This is all the silver, and he also does wire wrapping technique. And below we have Wenny Way, and Wenny has done some extraordinary wax carved pieces. She hand wax carves each of these pieces herself. The little fairy with the butterfly wings, it's so delicate, and all of her designs are beautifully finished and beautifully done. Her drawings are exquisite. And to think that she does all of the waxes by hand, she does a beautiful job. We also have Sukyan, who is doing metalsmithing, and her metalsmithing technique is looking very good. She's actually made some very extraordinary pieces. She's added fabulous gems to the mix, and very wearable and very creative designs. And then we have Jasmine, who specializes in jade. And her passion is jade. She's got many, many jade pieces, a bigger collection of jade than I've seen anywhere. And recently she's been putting together beautiful designs with wire wrapping. And you can see here how creative she's been to make her jade look young. Here we have Tamim. Tamim has made some extraordinary contemporary pieces, very artistic. And we also have Cheryl, who has worked with something very classic next to Tamim's contemporary. And here we have Charissa. Charissa has a mixture of metal smithing, and she also has powder metallurgy, which is the new metals, and she has combined that together with fashion jewelry. You can see she's done quite a lot of chainmail. The chainmail is very exciting and very nice. We have here Alex Wong. Alex is really focused on a very high-end jewelry line. You can see there's lavender jewelry, lavender jade, and beautifully designed. In the back you can see his little Eiffel Tower. That was his final project for his CAD class. And Ernest, very creative. Lots of beautiful materials and well combined, aesthetically interesting, and materials that we don't find everywhere. Baroque pearls. Kathy Kay has focused on something she knows very well, which is the gaming industry. And she's making jewelry which follows the games, which she is involved with. And Neelam has a very typical Indian style, very rich, very beautiful, and extremely trendy. Lots of beautiful gems, 22 karat gold. We then have Collins, who produces beautiful flowers, all carved by hand and putting together beautiful necklaces with these little delicate floral carvings added to beautiful pearls. And over here, Boon Sin does a great job. She recycles a lot of things. She finds interest in all kinds of things that are around her to create her jewelry. She does a fabulous job and makes fun and young pieces. Adele Van Voren, she has a typical African flair because she's coming from South Africa. You can see the colors in her designs, and she primarily works with the powder metallurgy, the new metals, and she's done a great job to produce amazing designs. And Chloe Teal, she is actually doing fashion jewelry with many, many different materials. She's adding fantastic centerpieces to it and doing very affordable and very sellable creations for her brand. And we have Helios, and he is actually doing some great things with CAD and CAM. He's taken away his example, so we'll go straight down to Eugene's pieces. Now Eugene has a factory and he can create all kinds of beautiful pieces. He also sells gemstones. He's got some fantastic diaspora, some fantastic morganite, but his factory produces CAD and CAM, and he is able to produce all kinds of pieces for other students as well. And finally, we have Sujata, and Sujata has produced some fashion jewelry pieces which are very delicate and very nice, and also very sellable. Great, so you've seen some fabulous pieces done by our graduates. If you're not interested in finished pieces, then we also have parts by our suppliers, of which we have many, like these, like Billions gems, Billions collection of spinels. They're absolutely fabulous. So please do join us. Come down, and we all thank you for your support.